press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update.
My dear students, in yesterday class discussion, if any student felt that conversion is not understood properly, we are seeing the advantages of dimensional analysis. First one is consistency of a given equation dimensionally is over. Second one, what we have studied, conversion of a unit of a physical quantity from one system to another. In that I have used N1 U1 is equal to N2 U2. Say example, what we know and you know. Say 1 kg. N1 is 1 here. U1 is kg, means unit of mass. That is SI unit of mass equal to, say how much you will write? 10 to the power of 3 grams. As you know well, 1 kilogram is equal to 1000 grams, you know. 1, that is N1. U1, unit of a physical quantity, that is what? Mass, kg, equals to N2. What is the number? 10 to the power of 3. Unit of what? Mass is what? Gram. But in which system? CGS system. This you have taken in CGS. This we have taken in SI system. What is the physical quantity here? Mass. Like that I say 1 meter. N1 is 1. U1, unit is what? Meter. Means you have measured length. In which system? SI system. 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter. 10 power 2 is what? N2. U2 is what? Unit of length in CGS system, that is centimeter. This is how we are saying that convert from unit of a physical quantity from one system to another system. That is what we have proved that 1 Newton is equal to 1 again and 1 Newton, unit of force in SI system, equal to how much it is? 10 to the power of 5 dynes. Similarly, we have proved 1 joule is equal to 10 to the power of 7 ergs. Newton is SI unit of force. Dyne is CGS unit of force. N2 is what here? 10 to the power of 5. Like that, joule. Joule is SI unit of energy. Erg is CGS unit of energy. These are CGS units. It is SI unit. So this is what we mean. So my dear students, whether it is going to ask in the exam or not, you should have a sense, sir, it is possible to convert unit of a physical quantity from one system to another system. Let us understand in a quick method what we have studied. Convert Newton into dynes. This is a question that you will get for 3 marks. Or they may ask you, show that 1 Newton is equal to 10 to the power of 5 dynes. My dear students, if anybody felt it is easier, just pause and look at the back classes, what we have studied, if you are perfect. Otherwise, learn here. So 1 Newton, what I should write this? They have to consider this. Consider N1 U1 is equal to N2 U2. I write directly here. 1 Newton is equal to N2 times of dynes. Newton is SI unit of force. SI unit of force. Here N2 times of, what is this? CGS unit of force. Now my dear students, the quantity is same here. Quantity is same. Therefore we are equating. But N2 is different. So with this, now I think you have taken this, my dear students. So what should I write now? 1 into, clearly, 1 into, write the dimensions of force. M1, L1, T minus 2. What this system is? SI system. N times of same M1, L1, T minus 2. Which system it is? CGS system. Force. Illen force dimension formula same force but cancel ಆಗ್ಬೇಡ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದೀನಿ. SI unit ಮತ್ತೆ CGS unit. So start 1 ಹಂಗೆ ಇರಲಿ. 1 into any number is the number itself. Mass SI system is kg. Length meter second. Here n into, what is this? CGS system, grams, centimeter, then second to the power of minus 2. Second to the power of minus 2 cancels. Now 1 kg is equal to how many grams? You have to match the unit. 10 power 3 grams. Meter 10 to the power of 2 centimeter equals to n into grams into centimeter. Gram, centi cancel. Therefore n equal to how much you will get, my dear students? N equal to 10 to the power of 5 number. Now with this, in this, let us call this as n2 here. So you got n2, this is say equation 1, substitute in equation 1. So now you get 1 Newton is equal to 10 to the power of 5 dynes. Again I am saying you that don't study this for exam purpose, study this for a knowledge purpose. So dimensional analysis, knowing the dimensions of a physical quantity is helpful to convert unit of a physical quantity, that is a force, from one system to another system. My dear students, again I have explained this. Once again you practice, that is for conversion of joule into erg. That is joule is same, you write the same steps. Joule is the SI unit of energy. Erg is CGS unit of energy. Then go ahead with the same steps. Now third important application is, I gave 3 applications. 2 advantages are over. Last one more, not the least, very important for the today class. To derive the relation between the physical quantities, between the physical quantities. Means you can derive a formula now, but you should know the corresponding physical quantities, what you are going to derive. For example, to prove T is equal to 2 pi into root of L by G using dimensions. My dear students, this proof you will study in the same first PUC in the 15th chapter, oscillation chapter, 14th chapter. So, 14th chapter kalibekar baruttadre idana advance kaltbidavodike. At the beginning you can derive this formula using dimensions. My dear students, not only this formula, but there is one drawback of this dimensional analysis. What is that? Is whatever the relation that you are going to derive using dimensional analysis, that should be the relation must be in the product form, should be in the product form, and should not contain more than 3 physical quantities. ಆ ಕಡೆ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಿದ್ರೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೇನೆ, ಬರ್ಕೋಬೇಕಪ್ಪ. ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದಟ್? ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಲರ್ನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಅಂಡರ್ ಲಿಮಿಟೇಷನ್ಸ್. ಇದನ್ನು ಆಮೇಲೆ ಬರೆಯೋಣಂತ ಬೇಕಾರೆ. My dear students, let us write this after the derivation. First understand. To start with, we should know what the condition is. The given equation should be in the product form, and should not contain more than 3 physical quantities. Then only it is possible to derive. And second one, constants like real numbers, as we studied in the previous class. Constants like 2 pi or exponent cannot be derived using dimensional analysis. My dear students, let us understand this once again after this. But once we start, you should know in this mind. Don't take this. While deriving the relation, the given relation should be in the product form and should not contain more than 3 parameters or 3 physical quantities. Now tell me, and constant cannot be derived. What is the constant here? 2 pi. 2 pi is a constant and it cannot be derived, can't be derived using dimensions. Then what is the step now? Is this in a standard form now? No. Square root of L by G. Is this in a standard product form? We can write this in a product form. Means very first step is the given first step. What a student has to write is consider. What is the left side quantity here? T. A student should start with this. Consider T is equal to, you leave this 2 pi, whatever the constant, first you write the constant cannot be derived using dimensional analysis. So wherever you observe some constant, just put K letter. And then whatever the terms you get, you should arrange them as in the product. It should look like a product. Means I can write L and G. So denominator idiyala, for that purpose, what we should write is L power X and G power Y. That is the rule. First step number 1, or you can say equation number 1. Whether it is root or not, don't bother. First one, here left side, what is the physical quantity here? T. As we studied in previous, T is a time period where T is, you can take this, time period of oscillation. L is length. G is acceleration due to gravity. Acceleration due to gravity. Time period of oscillation, you can write. Oscillation of a pendulum. time period of oscillation of a pendulum is T. L is length of wire or is a length of a thread through which pendulum is suspended. G is acceleration due to gravity. This entire will be given in the question paper. You have to start from this. Dear students, this concept is very essential for the competitive papers. So observe this derivation carefully and don't neglect this. So what is the first step? The given left side equation term, that is physical quantity T, should be written as equal to some constant K. Don't bother about that constant, whatever it is, that cannot be derived using dimensional analysis. And the remaining terms, whatever the terms you have in the right side, write them as a product form, L into G. But in the numerator, you write X and Y. Or some student may write A and B. And in the right side, it should not contain more than 3 terms. But don't count this K letter. K is a constant here. In the right side, how many letters we have? L and G. L is what? Length. G is acceleration due to gravity. Means I have only 2 physical quantity. Maximum 1 more physical quantity I can have. Okay, with this, step 2 is, you have to write the dimensions of each term. Step 2, you can write that. Write the dimensions of each term. Okay, you have written as I told. This is the time. Means I can write T power 0 only, sorry, T power 1. Do you want to write M? No need to write M here. M bari necessity illa. Bardi anta itko. M power 0 anta barko. M power 0 is 1. T power 1. L power, sir, there is no L term. Yes, you can write this. L power 0. Among 7 physical quantity, whatever the term that exists, you should write. Don't write all the 7 quantities here. Just for the sake I am writing here. Now in the right side, don't bother about the letter K. Just keep as it is. Keep as it is. Now, length. What is the dimension formula for length? Dimension of length is L to the power of, say, X here. G is acceleration. Acceleration, L T minus 2 whole to the power of, you should write a square bracket. Now, L T power minus 2 is the dimensions of acceleration whole to the power of Y. You are learning first problem, so take some time to understand and then write along with me. What you are learning? You are deriving a formula or relation between the physical quantities. So what is the next step here? In the right side, what are the terms you look at here? L and T. L and T. Here K. K is what? Constant. Constant. Has no dimension. No dimension. So don't worry about that. Idin worry madkobeda. L matte T idave, so maintain in the left side, just maintain L and T, that is enough. L T power 1, L power 0. In the right side, you have only 2 terms, that is L and T. So left side, don't write too many letters which may leads to confusion. Right side al ಎಷ್ಟು terms idave ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಬರ್ಕೋ. Then right side, K into. In the right side, you know mathematics very well, laws of indices, L power Y. One step ille baritin kanappa. K into L power X, laws of indices, L power Y into T power minus 2y. T power minus 2y. Here bases are same. power must be added. Therefore, L to the power of x plus y into, what is left here? T to the power of minus 2y. Understand the step correctly, because in competitive we have to speed up the calculation. Ishtu slow ಆಗಿ ಬರ್ಕಂತ ಕೊಡಬಾರ್ದಲ್ಲಿ, slow motion ಅಲ್ಲಿ. You have to write this step quickly. So once you arrange this, okay, now what this equal sign indicates? By the principle of homogeneity, whatever the left side, the physical quantity, the dimension has, it is matching with the dimensions of the right side quantity. So therefore, equating the powers of what? L and T respectively. So what do you get? After understanding, once you get this equal sign, equal means by the principle of homogeneity, it says that the dimensions of physical quantity in the LHS and that in the RHS are same. Therefore, my dear students, once you understood this, at the time of entrance, when you look at the question paper in front of you, having this knowledge, you have to speed up. What you have to write? You have to pick up from this. Illinda pick up ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಡಬೇಕು. Equating the powers of L 0 is equal to L power here, y is x ಇದೆ, x plus y, and equating the power of t power 1, t power minus 2y, that is 1 is equal to minus 2y. This I am explained to understand how we can simplify. Once you learned the concept, pick up the speed. So now keep this equation 1 as it is. We need this equation. So now what this step tells you, you can solve y is equal to minus 1 by 2. Here x is equal to what? Minus y. You know the mathematics. Y is minus 1 by 2, minus of minus plus 1 by 2. So now you got the value of x is equal to 1 by 2 and y is equal to minus 1 by 2. This is the method. Once you solve this x and y, my dear students, go and substitute in the equation 1. Substitute in equation 1. Now can you recall what was the equation number 1? So we have taken that equation T1 is equal to k into L power x and g power y. Now substitute the values now. K, L power x. What is x here? 1 by 2. What is the value of y? You are substituting these two values in first equation, g as it is minus 1 by 2. Now you got the answer, my dear students. What is that answer? Now again by mathematics, you can write this step here. T is equal to k as it is, L power 1 by 2. Take this as, I have taken small l, my dear students. You take that as small l. L power 1 by 2. Equation 1 ನಲ್ಲಿ small l change ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, capital L ಅಲ್ಲ small l ಏನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದೆ ಬರೆಯೋಣ. This g power minus means it can be taken to the denominator, that is g to the power of 1 by 2. Loss of indices 1 by 2 ಮೇಲೆ minus ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. So now t is equal to, I can take these two as a common root, that is square root of L by g. This is the proof. Constant k is taken as 2 pi. So hence you can write, therefore t is equal to 2 pi into root of L by g. Taken as 2 pi and barkonbiಡಬೇಕಲ್ಲ, that can be proved by using experimental methods. But using dimensional analysis we cannot derive. Okay? With this, let us understand one more example. We need this equation. Before getting into the 14th chapter, we need that time period of oscillation, t is equal to 2 pi into root of L by G. We need that. T is the time period, L is length of the pendulum, G is acceleration due to gravity. To understand this, you can take this diagram, my dear students. Length, and this is a pendulum bob. When it is set into oscillation, when it takes to and fro motion, let us say A is one position, B is another position, A to B, then to A to B is true, TO, wapas, B to A, fro, FRO, one complete to and fro motion of a pendulum or a particle is called period of oscillation. You can take that, period of oscillation, time taken by the pendulum to complete one oscillation. This is pendulum bob. Pendulum bob. L is length of the thread, what we get. G is acceleration due to gravity. Those terms meaning will be given at the beginning. But once the first year completes, we won't give the meaning of each letter. You have to understand. Okay, now let us prove this. Second one, example, to prove F is equal to mv square by r. Now understand what this is. Centripetal force. F is centripetal force. M is mass of a particle. R is a body. V velocity and R is radius. These meanings will be given. Left side what we have? Force. In the right side what we have? Three terms: mass, velocity and radius. My dear students, in coming chapters we will derive this formula by using concepts of physics. But in this, again we are using the concept of physics only, but using dimensional analysis. How to prove this? Again, as I told in the beginning, step 1, consider. What is the left side term that is given? Force. Force. Let us write force. Equal to. There is no constant. Constant, then they are not given. Don't bother about that. So directly, what are the terms here? 3. M, V and R. Are they in product form? Yes, 2 are in product form. Mass and velocity is in product form. Radius is in the denominator. Take to the numerator. Now I will take M power A and V power B and R to the power of C. What are they? A, B, C are constants here. A, B, C are constants. And this constant has to be obtained now. Like previously we obtained X and Y. X and Y tagobekante rule illa. In the previous X is 1 by 2, Y is minus 1 by 2. We got, by comparing the powers of M, L, T, L and T, we have to do that. A, B, C are the constants. They have to be obtained by comparing powers of fundamental quantities. Don't write that. A, B, C are constant. That has to be obtained dimensionally. So what is the next step now? You have to write the dimension formula for each term. Let us call this as equation 1. Write the dimensions of each term. That is, what is this? Force. M1, L1, T minus 2. If you don't know the dimension formula, then my dear students, it is difficult to derive any relation. So that equal to mass m, only m. Power is what? A. Velocity L1 t minus 1 whole to the power b. Radius is length. Therefore, radius is meter. That meter is what? Length. So L power c. Then what was the step? Recall. Then here L t minus 1 whole to the power of b. Apply loss of indices. Becomes L power b t power minus 1. One more L. They are in product. Therefore, bases are same, power must be added using loss of indices. Again, I explained twice to understand confidently. Okay, now I write this. So m power 1 keep as it is. L1 t minus 2. ಅಗಲೆಲ್ಲ ಪವರ್ ಅನ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬೇಜಾರಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತೇಳಿ m1 L1 t minus 2 ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತೀವಿ. ಈಕ್ವಲ್ಸ್ ಟು ನಾವು ಇನ್ ದ ರೈಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ m ಪವರ್ a L power, instead of wasting the time, apply law of indices, my dear students, directly. Here L power b into L power c, product, bases are same, powers are added. L power b plus c into t power minus b. Then what this equal sign says? Dimensions of LHS and RHS is same. Therefore, by the principle of homogeneity, equating the powers of MLT, equating powers of MLT respectively. So what is that? M power 1 is that m power a, therefore a is equal to 1. Now I write L, here b plus c is equal to 1, b plus c equal to 1. Then t power minus 2, that is minus t is equal to minus 2. Now, this means what? b equals to 2. Substitute b in this formula, c is equal to 1 minus b, 1 minus 2, so c is equal to minus 1, a equal to 1. Now this and this has to be substituted in equation 1. So write this. Substitute in equation 1. So see here, force is equal to m power a. A is how much here? 1. V power, what is b? B value is 2. C power is minus 1, that is r to the power of minus 1. So what you get, my dear student? mv square. Again, by laws of indices, r power minus 1 can be taken in the denominator. So you got mv square divided by r. What is this? Formula can be derived using dimensional analysis. So therefore, formula for centripetal force is given by the formula mv square divided by r. We write FCP antanu ಬರೀತಾರೆ. Copy this. Okay. If you write along with me, it is better, but once it is the first learning step, we are slow. Understand the concept clearly. Why? Because in competitive problems, we do not, a student to write all these steps. he or she should be very quick in comparing the powers of MLT and obtaining the constants A, B, C or X, Y, Z. I have used A, B, C. You can use X, Y, Z. But don't use the letters where you get like M, V, R. ಇಲ್ಲೇನು ಕ್ವಾಂಟಿಟಿ ಫಿಸಿಕಲ್ ಕ್ವಾಂಟಿಟಿ ಏನಿರ್ತವೆ ಅವೇ ಟರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬರಬೇಡಿ, ಕನ್ಫ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಯು ಚೂಸ್ ಸಮ್ ಅದರ್ ಇಂಗ್ಲೀಷ್ ಲೆಟರ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ನೌ I gave one homework for you. You have to derive that formula. That is a homework. Derive the relation. Pressure at a depth P is equal to depth P is equal to rho G H. Again, in the right side it is well and good, it is in the product form, contain three terms where the meaning of P is what? Pressure. Rho is the density of the liquid, G is acceleration due to gravity, and H is depth. My dear student, I will help this in a short form that will help for the competitive papers. You should follow this step now. You practice at home with a detailed step. Why? Because in board paper, if it is asked, we need a steps. A neat step is needed to get full marks. So here, once you get this, so directly pressure is equal to rho power say x, G power y, H power z. Say x, y, z. What is the next step? Dimensional formula. Pressure, force by area. Force M1 L1 T minus 2 divided by area. Force by area. Pressure is force by area. Density, mass by volume. Whole to the power of x. G, acceleration due to gravity. L1 T minus 2 power y. H, depth is length, L power z. Now, after learning this, what you get here? M power 1, L power minus 1, T power minus 2. Should be very careful in simplifying, otherwise may leads to wrong answer. Now take the M powers here, only one M is left, M power x here. Finish. How many terms are L there? 1, 2, 3. Here minus 3x, L power minus 3x. Here 1 into y, L power y, plus one more L power z. Have you understood what I did here? I am adding all the powers here. I have added all the powers because they are in the product and we have same basis using laws of indices. And again, what is left here? T power minus 2y. My dear students, for 2 and z leads to confusion. Say 2y. 2y, correct? This is L power z. 2 ಮತ್ತೆ y, 2 ಮತ್ತೆ z ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕನ್ಫ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊತಾ ಇರ್ತವೆ, ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. Then what is the next step? Equating the powers. Now you got x is equal to 1 here. X is equal to 1. From this t power minus 2 it is. Minus 2y is equal to minus 2 means y is equal to how much here? 1. You got x equal to 1, y is equal to 1. Then what is the next step? Now I am using this now. Minus 3x plus y plus z is equal to equating the power of L. L is power minus 1. Substitute here. X equal to 1, that is minus 3. 3 into 1. Y is equal to 1 plus 1 plus z z is equal to minus 1. Solve multiply. Minus 3 plus 1 is minus 2. Minus 2 akkada hode eshtu plus 2 minus 1. So z equal to eshtu bantu 1. So you got x equal to 1, y equal to 1, z equal to 1. So substitute madidre. If I substitute in equation 1, so now I get rho power 1, g power 1, h power 1. So these steps, my dear students, should be quick. One problem will be there at your entrance. Copy it. Faster copy ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, but wherever you need some sentence, just leave some gap here. Okay? I told that I will give this as a homework, but I solved here. Why? Because my students should not feel that this is a tough thing. They should feel that this type of problems easy, I can face very easily at the time of examination. My students should not feel that. So understanding this, equating the powers, mathematical steps, you see, mathematics is the language through which you can speak physics. Only physics steps are simple here, 1 or 2 steps. But you can speak physics fluently if you are good in language of mathematics. Hence we say mathematics is a language which helps to speak physics perfectly. My dear student, remember these words. And if a student is good in mathematics and physics, chemistry and biology will definitely follow him, definitely. Okay, now I told in the beginning there are some rules that we have to follow this. While deriving the formula, I told the formula should be in the product form. Suppose if I have a formula like V is equal to U plus AT, if I get this plus, or if I get V square minus U square is equal to 2AS, if I get plus or minus sign, remember, formula cannot be derived using dimensions. But this can be derived by using integral calculus and by using graphical method, VT graph. But using dimensional analysis, we cannot derive a formula if it is not in the product form. That is one of the disadvantage of dimensional analysis. Wherever there is a advantage, my dear students, there is disadvantage. Hence, the last topic of the discussion of this chapter is limitations, or we say demerits, or we say disadvantages, anyone you can call, of dimensional analysis. So you are familiar, my dear students, some of the points I gave in the last class. If you remember, you can recall and get back in this page in your notebook. First one, to derive the relation, comma, the relation should be in the product form and should not contain more than 3 physical quantities. First one. This statement was not there in the previous. Today I am giving you. The relation should be in the product form and should not contain more than 3 physical quantities. Second one, constants like 2 pi, exponent real numbers, say 1, 2, 3, so on, logarithmic functions, trigonometric functions, do not have dimensions. Do not have dimensions. Third one, say we have done in the yesterday class, S equal to ut plus of at square. We have checked this formula using dimensional analysis. While doing that, we said that 1 by 2 is a constant. 1 by 2 is a constant. It has no dimensional unit. Constant has no dimensional unit. Dimensionless quantity cannot be derived. We said that. But correct formula is S equal to ut plus of at square. This is the true formula. Suppose if you take wrongly, so now see here, I will give S equal to ut plus at square. I do not give half here. And one more, v square minus u square is equal to, I will give as. I do not give 2. See what happens here? Displacement L, velocity L t minus 1 t plus acceleration is L t minus 2, this is a t to the power 2. So you got in the right side L plus, here also cancels L. Now what do you mean by this, my dear students? This is correct. The given equation is dimensionally correct, whether you are not writing the dimensional constant here. Sorry, constant like 1 by 2 I have not given, but this equation is correct dimensionally. Again here, v square, just to understand, L square t power minus 2, velocity velocity, dimensional formula for velocity is L t minus 1, square ide, so L power 2 t power minus 2. Then minus L square t minus 2, don't cancel here. Don't go and cancel this. Here each term has dimensions same dimensions. V square is same dimensional, u square has same dimensional, therefore they are subtracted. You can subtract them. In the right side, acceleration L t minus 2 into L. So what do you get? L square t to the power of minus 2. What it says? Dimensions of each term in the RHS and LHS is same, therefore equation is dimensionally correct. But is this really true? No. This is what the dimensional analysis is misguiding us. Even though it has so many advantages, it will mislead us while understanding such formulas. So what is your comment on this? Even though given equation is dimensionally correct, the equation may not be true. Take that. Copy this, my dear students, it is helpful. You can take the sentence. A given equation is may be dimensionally correct. Dimensionally correct. But the equation may be wrong. So what you say? S equal to ut plus at square. Or you can write one more sentence like this. A dimensionally correct equation may not be true. You can write like this. Dimensionally correct equation may not be true. Or you say may not be correct. What is that? Confuse dimensionally correct ide, ಆದರೆ equation ಅವ್ರೇನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ ತಪ್ಪಿದೆ. ಏನು ತಪ್ಪಿದೆ? 1/2 ಬರಬೇಕಿತ್ತು. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಿದೆ? ಸೊ ವಿತ್ ದಿಸ್ ಮೈ ಡಿಯರ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್, we come to an end of this chapter. Now we have to solve some problems that will appear definitely in your competitive papers. Take those problems. So here, important thing what we studied here, the same type problem how they ask in your entrance paper. Let us understand this. First one, we said all trigonometric functions are dimensionless. Say for example, let me have this example. It says sin 30 is what? 1/2 is a real number which is a constant, has no dimension. Or sometimes they may write like this: 30 degree is equal to sin ಈ ಕಡೆಗೆ ಬಂದ್ರೆ sin inverse of 1/2. Trigonometric functions means you know sin ಇದು ಹಿಂಗೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಮತ್ತೆ ಹಿಂಗೆ 1 divided by sin ಅದಲ್ಲ, not like this. See here, whether you have inverse trigonometric functions or just functions, trigonometric functions, they are dimensionless. They don't have any dimensions. But there is one angle that is called a radian. What we said, plane angles. That is radian is arc length we studied divided by arc length divided by radius. That is the definition of one radian. That is theta radian is equal to L by R we have written. Arc length by radius what we have written. This is L, this is theta radian, and this is S equal to, sorry, L or theta. But this theta, L by R is dimensionless, but it is expressed in what angle? Radian. But sin of this any angle is constant, has no dimensions. So with this concept in the mind, let us have some problems based on this. Think you have taken this? Nodi, angle is measured in terms of radians. Here sin 30 is equal to 1/2. 30 is what? Constant. This 30 is constant, dimensionless, no dimension, but has a SI unit. What is that? Radian. So, idea should be such a way that all trigonometric functions should not contain any dimensional formula. With this, let me understand one problem. Say, if y is equal to a into sine of omega t minus kx, in meter, then dimensions of omega by k, this you should pronounce this as omega and k should be k. Here t in seconds, x in meters, they give this data. And my dear student, sine of this entire bracket This entire is what? Dimensionless. No dimension at all. What is left now? A is left. Don't feel that A is dimensionless. Now, once it is dimensionless, dimension illa andre, agida A should be written in terms of what? Meter. A is in meter. You will learn those terms in the coming classes. Let me not confuse you, my dear students, at the beginning. An important concept. Definitely this problem you will get. ಈಗ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಒಮೆಗಾ ಟಿ ಮೈನಸ್ ಕೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಈಸ್ ವಾಟ್? ಸೈನ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿಸ್. ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದಿಸ್? This is representing somewhat, that is angle. This entire thing is representing angle. Angle is what? Dimensionless. Dimension ಬರಬಾರ್ದು. ಡೈಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಬರಲೇಬಾರ್ದು ಅಂದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮೈನಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಡೈಮೆನ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಒಮೆಗಾ ಟಿ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಡೈಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಕೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್. ಎರಡೂ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಮೈನಸ್ ಆಗಿಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ, ಡೈಮೆನ್ಷನ್ಸೇ ಬರೋಲ್ಲ. ಆಂಗಲ್ ಈಸ್ ಡೈಮೆನ್ಷನ್ಲೆಸ್, ನೋ ಡೈಮೆನ್ಷನ್. ದಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಒಮೆಗಾ ಟಿ ಡೈಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಏನಿದೆಯೋ ಕೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಡೈಮೆನ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಆ ಡೈಮೆನ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತವೆ ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ. ಒಂದು ಮೆಥಡ್. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಮೆಥಡ್ ಅದು ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಸೊ ನಾವು ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಲೆಫ್ಟ್ ನಾವು? ಒಮೆಗಾ ಡಿವೈಡೆಡ್ ಬೈ ಕೆ ಈಸ್ ಲೆಫ್ಟ್ ನಾವು. ಐ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಟೇಕ್ ಕೆ ಹಿಯರ್. X is left here. X divided by T is left here. Now what X have given? Meter. Means I can write this as L. Dimension formula. The T is what? Time. That is a T. So what this represents now? Omega divided by K. What it represents now? LT minus 1 means, what is the answer? Velocity. So what does omega by K represents, my dear students? It represents ಏನಂತ ಆಯಿತು? Velocity. ಆ 4 ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ velocity ಅಂತ ಚೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. This is what? Understanding that trigonometric functions have no dimensions. The same problem is written in this way, my dear students. Here in this sin of omega t minus kx, in that problem, they are asking omega by t. Instead of wasting this much of time, but understanding is necessary. At the beginning, you should know this. Why I have equated? Because angle is dimensionless. No dimension. Now, in this omega by t, you can write in a one step only. You understand that trick, my dear students. Here, each term, once we write dimension less ಆಗಬೇಕು, ಡೈಮೆನ್ಷನ್ಸೇ ಬರಬಾರ್ದು ಅಂದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಡೈಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಏನಿದೆ? ಒಮೆಗಾ ಟಿ ಇದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಒಮೆಗಾ ಟಿ ಇದೆ. ಡೈಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಟಿಗೆ ಬರೀತೀಯಾ? ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಟಿಗೆ ಟಿ ಬರೀತೀಯಾ? ನನಗೆ ಒಮೆಗಾ ಟಿ ಡೈಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಲೆಸ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು, ಡೈಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಬರಬಾರ್ದು ಅಂದರೆ ಟಿ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ರೆಸಿಪ್ರೋಕಲ್ ಹೊಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು, ಟಿ ಪವರ್ ಮೈನಸ್ 1 ಹೊಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು, ಉಲ್ಟಾ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ದ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ 1. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಟಿ ಪವರ್ ಏನಾಗ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ? 0 ಆಗಿ. ಟಿ ಪವರ್ 0 ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ವಾಟ್? ಡೈಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಲೆಸ್. ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದೆ, ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ತುಂಬ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಒಮೆಗಾ ಟಿ ಮೈನಸ್ ಕೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಈಚ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಈಸ್ ಡೈಮೆನ್ಷನ್ಲೆಸ್ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ. ಡೈಮೆನ್ಷನ್ಲೆಸ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಕೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಡಿ. ಕೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ. ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಇಸ್ ವಾಟ್? ಮೀಟರ್. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಎಲ್. ಕೆ ಇಂಟು ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಡೈಮೆನ್ಷನ್ಲೆಸ್ ಆಗಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ ಪವರ್ 1 ಇದೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಎಲ್ ಪವರ್ ಏನಾಗಲೇಬೇಕು? -1 ಆಗಲೇಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಗೆಟ್ ಎಲ್ ಪವರ್ 0. ಟಿ ಪವರ್ 0 ಇಸ್ ಡೈಮೆನ್ಷನ್ಲೆಸ್ ಕ್ವಾಂಟಿಟಿ. ದೇರ್ಫೋರ್ ಒಮೆಗಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂದರೆ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಟಿ ಪವರ್ -1 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ, ಉಲ್ಟಾ. ಒಮೆಗಾ ಬೈ ಕೆ, ಸಾರಿ, ಒಮೆಗಾ ಬೈ ಕೆ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಒಮೆಗಾ ಅದು ಕೆ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ಏನಾಯ್ತು, ಎಲ್ ಪವರ್ -1 ಆಯಿತು. ಎಕ್ಸಿಗೆ ಎಲ್ ಇದೆ, ಅದರ ರೆಸಿಪ್ರೋಕಲ್ ತೊಗೊಂಡು ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನಮಗೇನು ಬರಬೇಕು, ಡೈಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಲೆಸ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು. ಡೈಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಲೆಸ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು, ಅದನ್ನು ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಹಿಡ್ಕೋ. ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಯುವರ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ನಾ? This becomes L power 1, T power -1. So it is nothing but velocity. Either you follow this method, any one that you feel better, you can write that, my dear students. But this step is I say simple method. Next one, next question, if integration of dt divided by square root of 380 minus t square is equal to a power x sin inverse of t by a minus 1, then value of x is, they give answers 0, 1, 2, and say option 4, 3. Some values they will give. Now take the question, my dear students. If integration of dt divided by root of, ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಇಂಟಗ್ರೇಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. ಸರ್ ಏನು ಗೊತ್ತೇ ಇಲ್ಲಲ್ಲ, ಬಟ್ ಡೈಮೆನ್ಷನಲ್ ಅನಾಲಿಸಿಸ್ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ಸ್ ಅ ಲಾಟ್. ಈಗ ನಾವು ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಡಿರೈವ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ, ಮುಂಚೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅದು. ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್ ಡೈಮೆನ್ಷನಲ್ ಅನಾಲಿಸಿಸ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಡಿರೈವ್ಡ್ ದ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ. So with that, in this formula, they have given the formula and they are asking you what should be the value of x. They won't give using dimensionally like that, they won't give. So beginning class, how can we know the integration? We don't know this. Tumba kashta agutte. Don't worry about that. Apply the skills of dimensional analysis. Can you? No, sir. As we told, my dear students, any of the trigonometric functions, sine, this entire term is dimensionless. Andre, dimensionless means you can take m power 0, l power 0, t power 0. All this is 1, 1, 1. Is x into 1. 1 means no dimensions. This trigonometric function has no dimension. Mogitale. Perfect aita? Illi. In this, we are equating here. They have given. What is left here? A power x into this much. In the left side, let us understand this is some like sine inverse. This integration will give some answer. After doing this integration, you will get some answer. Don't worry how to integrate. Just apply the skills of dimensions. Skills of dimensions. Left side. What is this? T. Means capital T. Whole divided. In this, 3 is what? Constant. No dimension. Leave it. And don't take, A is constant, my dear students here. A is constant. But ಏನು acceleration ಅಂತ ಬರ್ದಿರ್ತೀಯಪ್ಪ. ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದಾಗ ಆ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಆಗ ಡೈಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಲೆಸ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ಬೇಕು, ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾಗಿ ನೋಡಬೇಕು. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸಬ್ಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂದರೆ T is tiny, my dear students. We told 2 or more physical quantity having same dimensions can be added, can be subtracted. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸಬ್ಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂದರೆ the dimensions of t square and the dimensions of at ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಸೇಮ್ ಇರಲೇಬೇಕು ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಹಾಗಿದ್ದಾಗ ಡೈಮೆನ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಏನಾಗಿರಬೇಕು, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಟಿ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಬರಬೇಕಲ್ಲ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಟಿ ಇದೆ, ಟಿ ಪವರ್ 1 ಇದೆ, ಹಾಗಿದ್ದಾಗ ಏನಾಗಿರಲೇಬೇಕು, ಟಿ ಆಗಿರಲೇಬೇಕು. ಎ ಜಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿರಲೇಬೇಕು, ಟಿ ಇರಲೇಬೇಕು. ಇದು ಟಿ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಆದರೆ, ಇದು ಟಿ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಆದರೆ ಇದು ಕೂಡ ಏನಾಗಿರಲೇಬೇಕು, ಟಿ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಆಗಿರ್, ಲೈಕ್ ವಿ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಮೈನಸ್ ಯು ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಅಂತ ಬರ್ತೀವಿ, ನೆನ್ಪು ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ವಿ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಮೈನಸ್ ಯು ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್, ಸೇಮ್ ಫಿಸಿಕಲ್ ಕ್ವಾಂಟಿಟಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಿ ಸಬ್ಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟೆಡ್ ಹಿಯರ್. ಲೈಕ್ ದಟ್, ಇಫ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಟಿ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್, ದಿಸ್ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಟಿ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್. ಮತ್ತೆ ಟಿ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಮೈನಸ್ ಟಿ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸಲ್ ಆಗಬಾರ್ದು, ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸಲ್ ಆಗ. ಈಗ ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಮೈನಸ್ ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಒಂದು ಡೈಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಬರುತ್ತಲ್ವ, ಅದು ಕೂಡ ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಟಿ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ರೂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಟಿ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಆಯಿತು. Whatever the dimensions you have here, the same dimensions you will get. ಈಗ ಇದು ಮೀಟರ್ ಪರ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್, ಇದು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸಲ್ ಹಾಕಿ ಬರುತ್ತಾ, ಇಲ್ಲ ಬರಲ್ಲ. ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಸೇಮ್ ಡೈಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ, ದೇ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಿ ಸಬ್ಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟೆಡ್ ಅಂದಾಗ ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಆಫ್ ಸೇಮ್ ಕೈಂಡ್, ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಟಿ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್. ಆ ಟಿ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಇದು ಟಿ ಒಂದು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸಲ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ದಿಸ್ ಎಂಟೈರ್ಲಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸಲ್ಸ್. ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಲೆಫ್ಟ್ ನೌ, 1 ಮೀನ್ಸ್ m power ಮೀನ್ಸ್ 1 I can write a power x into 1. Therefore a power x is equal to 1 ಆಗಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ a power 0 ಇರಲೇಬೇಕು. Therefore x must be is equal to 1. So right answer is 1. Understand the trick, my dear students. Inverse function do not have, trigonometry functions do not have any dimensions formula. So this one. Next, when I subtract here, subtraction is possible only when they are of same kind. When they are of same kind, this t square minus t square, you will get some t square you will get. ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದಪ್ಪ, 3t ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಮೈನಸ್ ಟಿ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಅನ್ಬೋದು, 2t ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸಲ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಸರ್, ರೂಟ್ ಟು ಬಂತಲ್ಲ, ರೂಟ್ 2 ಇಂಟು ಟಿ ಆರ್ ಬರ್ಕೊ. ರೂಟ್ 2 ಏನು ಡೈಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಹಂಗಾದ್ರೆ ಬರ್ಕೊ. ಟಿ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸಲ್ ಹೊಡೆಯೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೆ 3t ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಮೈನಸ್ ಟಿ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್. ನಾನು ಕಲಿಸೋ ಲಾಜಿಕ್ ಏನಂತಂದರೆ, ಸೇಮ್ ಫಿಸಿಕಲ್ ಕ್ವಾಂಟಿಟಿ ಇದೆ, ಸೊ ದೇರ್ಫೋರ್ ಟಿ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ರೂಟ್ ಆಯಿತು, ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸಲ್ ಮಾಡಿ 1 ಬರುತ್ತೆ. 1 ಬಂತಂದರೆ 1 ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಎ ಪವರ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್, ಇದು ಡೈಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಲೆಸ್ 1 ಇದೆ. ಎ ಪವರ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ 1 ಬರಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಜಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟಿರಲೇಬೇಕು, 0. ಎನಿ ನಂಬರ್ ಟು ದಿ ಪವರ್ ಆಫ್ 0 ಈಸ್ 1. ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟುಡ್? ಒನ್ ಮೋರ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್, ಮೈ ಡಿಯರ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್. ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್, ಇಫ್ y is equal to a sin alpha x plus b cos beta t, then the dimensions of alpha by beta is. ಸೊ ಬೋರ್ಡ್ ಜಾಗ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಇತ್ತು, ಇದು ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ ಬರ್ತಿದ್ದೀನಪ್ಪ, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಅ ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಸೈಜ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಬೋರ್ಡ್. ನೋಡಿ, ಅಗೇನ್ ಟ್ರಿಗೋಮೆಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್, y is equal to a sin alpha x plus b cos beta t ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ದೆನ್ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಆಸ್ಕಿಂಗ್ ಡೈಮೆನ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಅಲ್ಫಾ ಬೀಟಾ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅಂದರೆ ದೇ ಗಿವ್ ಲೈಕ್ ದಿಸ್, x in ಮೀಟರ್, t in seconds, and this is entirely is in meter, means y is in meter. This y is in meter means y is a length anta. Again this is dimensionless, this is dimensionless, means a and b should be in meter, a and b in meter. Sin alpha x cos beta t, both are dimensionless quantity, dimensionless. As I told in the beginning, if you are familiar with that, you can answer quickly, my dear students. x ಇದು dimensionless ಆಗಬೇಕು, ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಡೈಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಬರಬಾರ್ದು ಅಂದರೆ x is in L. Alpha should be L minus 1. ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ ಆದರೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ ಆದರೆ ಅಲ್ಫಾ ಏನಿರಲೇಬೇಕು ಎಲ್ ಪವರ್ ಮೈನಸ್ 1 ಇರಲೇಬೇಕು. ಯಾಕೆ ದಿಸ್ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ಎಲ್ ಪವರ್ 0 and L power 0 is what? Dimensionless. Like that, again t, small t is in time. Beta t is dimensionless means beta should be t minus 1. So that the product becomes what? T power 0. So ನಮಗೆ beta ಬೇಕಾ? beta ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ t minus 1 ಬರೀತೀಯಾ? t minus 1. Am I right? Right, they are asking you, sir, ಉಲ್ಟಾ ಬರೆದಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಬೀಟಾ ಬೈ ಆಲ್ಫಾ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಬೀಟಾ ಬೈ ಇರಲಿ ಬರ್ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ರಿಟರ್ನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಐ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ರೈಟ್ 1 by L t minus 1 means alpha by beta dimension is reciprocal of velocity ಬರಬೇಕು ಅಷ್ಟೇ. Since I have written sin alpha x plus beta t, alpha is L power minus 1, beta is a t power minus 1. You understood familiarly, my dear students. Therefore, with this 1 by LT minus 1 is velocity. Suppose if they ask beta by alpha, suppose beta divided by alpha ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ it is as good as dimensions of what? Velocity. My dear students, with this we shall conclude. A few more problems are left. We shall take in the next class. Thank you. Take care.